Hey guys, so this male Karen over here is upset because the store was closed and they didn't want to serve him, which they're full in their right to do so. Um, Actually, I'll let you watch it, and then just people like this really fucking piss me off. And if you've ever worked in a grocery store or fast food or just any kind of food establishment like this, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. I'm sure you've had those people, but we'll watch what this male Karen is complaining about. So here we go.
And for you to act like a little dickhead and do that kind of shit to me,
if we look
and
at the
refuse
cameras,
service
if
to me,
we look at the cameras and you come in at 8:30, what's gonna happen?
I came in at 8:29.
You did not turn
Look
on
at
our
the
systems
You-
and our phones. I walked out at
Listen,
8:30 because
listen,
I'm making ice cream.
listen.
I came out to finish
You
up the
had us
customers
waiting
and you
fucking
walked out.
line. You
We
had us
told you we
waiting
were
line.
closed.
You had us waiting in line.
We can't lock customers in. We physically
You can
can't.
at the door just like you were.
But we were all busy. The line was all the way at the end.
There's a sign on the door that says exactly what time we open,
We came
exactly
at
what time.
8:29
You came at
specifically.
8:30 on the dot
So-
because
Still, like it's one, like
It's
one
one
other
fucking
person.
minute.
Everybody
yeah,
else
but we
walked
want to
out.
go home.
That's fine, but this
We
is
can't, because if we let you in, we let everybody in.
We let you in at 8:30 on the dot.
My daughter, who is 4 years old,
And you
here
want to
from
do this shit in front of our fucking
Michigan,
in our
this
I
is
don't
their
give a fuck
first
about
time
your
meeting
phone, you
each
dumb
other.
bitch. You want to do
You're
this
not
shit?
recording us
You wanna
first.
do this shit?
Like this is crazy.
You guys can leave because we can call the cops if you want, honestly. All right.
You how old are
You want him? Excuse you. Excuse you. You want him? You're gonna pick on the only guy that we have
You're a
here?
grown-ass man.
You're serious?
I mean, he's a grown ass man complaining about ice cream, and it's true. Once 8 o'clock, 8:30 on the dot, they're allowed to close their fucking doors. If there is someone inside at that point, they can't just close the doors, lock them with that person still inside. They have to wait till that person who is inside is out. If they're saying, it's kind of like when you're at a register and the manager comes up to the person like, oh, you can go on your break now. The person just doesn't leave. No, they finish the transaction and then they leave. So they finish the transaction with the person who is in there and already served, and then they're able to close. It's like they said, if it's like, if I open it for you, then we have to open it up for everyone else, but we're closed. And I fucking cannot stand when people do that shit. When I was working at Burger King, same thing. There are days like on Saturday, we didn't get out till fucking like 3 o'clock in the morning. But we'd have everything fucking cleaned up. We're ready to go. It's like a minute before closing, and some fucking asshole pulls up, and you can say, "Well, John, if it's a minute before closing," but like I said, we were cleaned up, which means we had to dirty everything all over again. We had to turn the fucking oven, the broiler back on and the fryers back on, and those took forever to fucking heat up. And then once they heated up, the food still took a bit to cook, and then we had to clean everything all over again because some fucking jackass wanted to come in at the last fucking second when there was a fucking 24-hour McDonald's right across the goddamn street. I cannot stand people like that. And when I was working at Ingles, same fucking thing. There we are, 11 o'clock at night, ready to go home. We're about to, the supervisor is about to close and lock the door. And without even asking or anything, just the person walks on in. They're like, oh, don't worry. I'm just going to be here for a minute. I just need to get one thing. Yeah, well, 1 minute turned into 30 fucking minutes real goddamn fast. And so we're all sitting up there like, and you can see them going around with the cart, And then they come up, I'm sorry, I needed to get one thing, but you know how it is. It's like, we're not asking for your goddamn life story. Just hurry up and pay and get the fuck out. Obviously, that's not what we said, but that's what we were all thinking. I cannot stand the fucking entitlement, the customer is always right. Customers are not always right. It's like when you take their order, you say it as they're saying it to you. So they're like, oh, I want this. And you say, you want one of this? And then you read it back to them to confirm that is indeed what they ordered. And then you tell them their amount and blah blah blah. But then you'll have people come up, this isn't what I ordered. And then you can show them exactly what they ordered, like on the receipt and all that. It's like, that's not what I ordered. The customer is not always right. I cannot stand when companies say that bullshit. It's like, well, you know, if they get upset, that's a lost customer. Okay, there'll be more. We don't need Karens like this coming in. If there was customers, if the establishment was open and people were coming in and they saw bullshit like this, they would leave. Shit like that draws customers away. Customers are not always right. This guy is upset because of ice cream. And they said they were standing in line, and they were like, yeah, we're closed. We're closing right after, you know, we're closing. We had to wait for this woman to finish up because we can't just close the doors and lock them. And of course, Mr. fucking Meathead over here, Mr. seems like he's a little roided up, gets fucking pissed off over ice cream. Just go to another fucking place. It's not that, or maybe learn to come earlier in the day or wait till the next day. I don't know. But the sense of entitlement that people have just because they feel like, oh, well, I'm the customer and I'm always right. No, you're not. You're not always right. People who do this shit that come in the last fucking minute and expect to be served, the establishment has all the right to fucking close the doors. They can refuse service because they're closed. There are hours posted on the front of the store saying 8 o'clock to 8 o'clock or 10:30 to 11:30. Once it's past that, they are fucking closed. Or if, you know, whatever the case may be. They're full within their right. And you can, you know, he's trying to say, oh no, it was 8:29. I seriously doubt that. You know, it sounds like everyone was kind of closing up for, you know, getting everything cleaned up for the night, and they kind of came in at like the last second and they didn't see them until they were, you know, right there standing in line. You know, that's, you know, employees are trying to get everything cleaned up and broken, you know, taken apart so they can get those cleaned, and garbage is taken out, bathrooms cleaned, equipment cleaned. The manager is usually in the office doing that stuff. So if they're not really going to be paying attention to see that someone came in at the last second, you know, I can't stand people who do this shit. I mean, it's not like it's the olden days. You can easily go on your phone and look up times for anything. What time does the movie start? Well, you can look on your fucking phone. What are the establishment times here? Well, you can go and look and find on your phone. I mean, sometimes I forget about Dollar General. I'm like, is it 8 o'clock or 8:30? Simple little Google search, 8 o'clock. They close at 10. So when I do my shopping, even if I go out, if I wait to go out at night when it gets darker and it's cooler out, I don't wait till the last goddamn minute. I go when there's still enough time, like there's a 2.5 time, you know, period of time still open, so that way I can get my shopping done without inconveniencing them. But coming in like a minute or right on the dot, that's not fucking acceptable. No one wants to serve and then throwing a fit about it. You've already pissed them off by coming in the last second. You know, it's like people on the holidays. You know, people are around, you know, oh my God, Christmas, Thanksgiving. You know, it's like working in a grocery store. I like to hear your stories about that, because I guarantee you know what I'm talking about. You're working in the grocery store, it's around Thanksgiving, you have no cranberry sauce left, no, you know, string beans, no corn, no this, no that. People come in looking for that stuff, and then they blame you for not having it. It's like, well, doofus, you knew this holiday was coming up. Why didn't you do your shopping earlier? Why did you wait to the last, or the people who come in the day of? Like, it's actually Thanksgiving Day or Christmas Day, and they come in at the last fucking minute thinking that they're going to find what they need. And then they get mad at you for not having what you need or what they need. It's like, ugh, you guys don't have any of this? No, we don't, because you waited till the very last second. I mean, you knew this holiday was coming up. Why didn't you do shopping in advance? I mean, it's just fucking ridiculous. This guy is out of line, especially the excessive swearing that he's doing. The, oh yeah, I'm gonna take you outside. What are you gonna do? Fucking roid him to death, you fucking meathead? Give me a fucking break. I'm gonna give you a serious talking to. And then they bring the kid into it, like a 4-year-old child. I don't care if they were 4. I don't care if there was the fucking Queen of England. We close when we close. This is why I never want to be a manager, because I have no fucking time and sympathy for people like this. I'd get fired so fucking quickly because I would tell them exactly how it is. I would be a terrible manager because I don't have the fucking patience for anyone like that. Because I'm not under the illusion that the customer is always right. I'd be the guy fighting with the fucking customer and fucking putting them in their place. And then Corpru would be on my ass, and then I'd be fucking fired. So I've never wanted a manager type position because I would just lose it. Because of people like this. These fucking Karens who come in there and expect royal treatment because, oh, the customer's always right. No, the customer's not. No. But yeah, last fucking second, I cannot stand that. And okay, so devil's advocate, let's just say he did get in at 8:29, right? I think it's 8:29, 8:30 is closing time, right? Let's just say he was there. Should he really be flipping out this much? You could say, you know what? That's fine. We can come back tomorrow. Or we'll find somewhere else. Is this really justifiable? Basically threatening the staff because you're not getting ice cream? Again, this is just assuming that, he did come in early or a minute before, which is really still the last second. Because, like I said, what if they had cleaned all the shit already? That means they've got to put everything back together, start it all up again, and it's just because you wanted fucking ice cream. But if he did come in at 8:29, if they were just saying, hey, sir, we've got everything clean now, we're pretty much closed, I mean, maybe if anything, give him like a fucking coupon or discount or something, just so he wouldn't be angry about it. But the guy's throwing a fit over ice cream. I don't understand it. And like I've said, I'm sure you guys have had the same experiences, so let me know. Because, I mean, it seems like everywhere I've worked, there's always people like this that come in at the very last second. Like I said, with Burger King, we'd have everything cleaned and turned off, and then suddenly someone comes through the fucking drive-thru at the last damn minute. And then we've got to start everything up again, wait for it to heat up. Because it's like, oh, well, it's dead tonight. No one should be coming so we can close on time. But no. No. So, let me know your guys' stories. But these people, I swear to God. Anyways, that's going to do it for me. You guys know the drill. I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.